And that's another thing. I feel like when people get into holistic health, they only understand it from like the Dr. Sebi perspective. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it goes past, just trying to lose weight and using herbs and stuff, because that doesn't really help you with like your traumas and stuff like that. That'll just help you get healthy. That'll be the jump start. Your mind and stuff will start to work better. Your body will be healthier, but there's still those things that you may not be dealing with. And those are like constantly going to show up in your life. And those are going to be the roadblocks, whatever that you're putting away. And another thing I was going to say, when you were talking about like that person who started crying in the class because they freed up that energy, that's another thing I'm learning about. It's like, it's not even just that we're carrying this in our mind. It's like, this is energy that we holding on to like physically, and it causes physical disease. Sometimes you look it up, and this is kind of the real problem with Western medicine, aside from just like them giving you prescriptions. It's like no one's going to tell you that, maybe your stomach is hurting because you're not like able to digest something, and that's like resulting in something in your aura. Like no one is, your regular doctor is not going to go to you and get that deep. But that the problem,
they won't even tell you this much. Which I will mention, I like to tell people a lot of this from a standpoint of, they always call your gut your second brain, right? And there's a nerve on the back of your brain called the vagus nerve that goes from your brain actually to your stomach. And that's science. This is not esoteric. This is not spiritual. This is just science. That it's a nerve, a major nerve in the body that serves an important purpose that goes from your brain to your stomach, which means that's why people are so affected. Their diet is so affected by their emotions. It's a natural thing. So doctors will not only not tell you about the energetic symbolism of, you might not be able to digest something because you're avoiding trying to digest something in your life, right? They're not going to tell you that, but they also just won't even just tell you the science that, there is a nerve that goes from your brain to your stomach. I mean, that's within their purview, and they still won't tell you that because it's not going to make them money.
Right, because I used to make a lot of food-related videos, like, eat this for that, and then like my spirit shifted me to like, you got to focus more on mental health, because I realized I've had clients that like lost 50, 60 pounds and backtrack, and I noticed in their backtrack was their emotional tie to the eating. You're not just eating Chinese food just cause, you're not just eating bags of chips at 1 a.m. just cause. It's there's stress, there's emotional time, because we don't have a way to deal with this. We think yoga is evil, so what we do, we pick up chips instead. We think this is bad, so it's like we just binge watch TV instead. So it's like we are unaware of the healthy outlets, that we just kind of take on more unhealthy stuff because we're either afraid, or because we've been given misinformation, or we just have no knowledge of it. So it's like no one knows how to transmute the energy into something more positive.